Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jay, and I make videos about being in the army, my journey to medical school, and just life in general. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Alright, so in today's video, we are going to be talking about why I'm getting out of the army, and how. So basically, I am chaptering out of the army under a 514 discharge, which is basically just I hate the way it sounds, but like a mental health discharge, kind of like a failure to adapt type of thing. I had gone through like a pretty bad depression, and it was a lot. And the question came up of if I wanted to get out or not. Well, the topic, I guess, came up of if I wanted to get out or not, and if I felt like staying in the army was going to be beneficial for me. And, basically I said no, and I wanted to go home. So that's where we are now. I'm not actually sure if I'm going to post this, because not that necessarily that it's embarrassing, but it just sounds like kind of bad. um, and I'm not ashamed of the fact that, like, mentally where I am right now, or where I was, just wasn't okay. And I wasn't like, straight jacket not okay, but I was just really sad. I was really depressed. I was really disappointed in myself and where I was in life. And it just got to a point where it was like showing on me, and it was like affecting me. It was no longer like, I'm sad at home because I'm here, like, but it was like, no, I'm sad all day. I don't want to be at work. I don't want to be here. Like, I just hate where I'm at with life. And it just kind of stemmed from like the army kind of just beating me up since I got in. Like, it's just a lot. And it was kind of hard to come to terms with, because I really, really always wanted to be a military doctor or army doctor. And, I've kind of come to terms with the fact that maybe it's just not for me right now. And maybe I'll be able to come back later, or maybe I won't want to, or whatever the case may be. But, I just felt like this was not for me. And that's the reason why I'm getting out of the army. And before any of my naysayers or whomever tried to say like this is the easy way out, yada yada yada, it's not. It's still, something that I have to deal with. It's still something that I failed at, per se. It's still something that, like, I feel like I didn't complete to the best of my ability. It's still something that I feel like, I could have done, or something that I wanted to do. But it's also something that's like not in my best interest right now. For the simple fact that I feel like it's not elevating me. And it's like, I went to college, so all these benefits that they're talking about, like, I went to college, I graduated debt free, I feel like I started messing up my life after I graduated. I don't think I prepared enough for after I graduated. And not for lack of having the opportunity, but I think for lack of knowing exactly what I wanted to do. And then COVID happened, and my life just kind of spiraled out of control a little bit. It was hard dealing with COVID financially, especially like with school and everything. And then it was hard afterwards trying to kind of come out of that rut. And then I went right into the army because, like, I thought I was going to get the security that I wanted out of it. But instead it just made me feel more out of control, if that makes sense. I feel like the army is really good for people who, like, don't have, I guess, they don't have a strict plan on what they want to do. They don't have a strict, like, I need to do this way. This is how I have to do it. Like, this is when I have to do it and all that. And since I'm that type of person who has that type of strict plan, enlisting was not my better option. I should have commissioned, especially because I had the credentials to commission. And knowing that it was an option for me to commission and still go to medical school eats me up a little bit, because I thought that if I commissioned, I wasn't going to be able to go to medical school within the next 5 years. And it turns out that that's not true. That I actually could have commissioned and then worked my way into medical school, and it would have been easier, and it would have been better, and it would have been more money to do it that way. But that's neither here nor there now. We're here now. We're on our way to transitioning out. It's taking forever. I've been here for months. I've been here for months, struggling, like, just trying to get out, like, you know, I don't even want to say fighting with my chain of command, because I feel like, you know, 80% of the time they're on my side, but just like with anything else, they have their own things to do. So like I'm not top priority, which I understand, but I'm top priority in my own life. So it's hard to like always be under someone, and that's kind of one of the things I wish I would have known before I joined the army, that like if you're not commissioned, and even when you are commissioned sometimes, but if you're not commissioned, like 9 times out of 10 your life is in somebody else's hands. And some people like that, don't get me wrong, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but it's also just like not for me. It's not what I wanted for my life right now. So I have decided to take control back of my life, and just kind of like get it together a little bit, because this has been super hard. So yeah, if you are trying to get out of the army, if you feel like you're kind of in a similar situation as me, I will put the regulations somewhere, either right up there, or I'll put it in the comment section that you can go look in to see if you even qualify for any of these separations. And disclaimer, 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 again, this is not like an easy way out. This is not something that you just do just because you're sick of like being in the army. And I guess that's like a really nice way to put it, but this is not just like a, oh, I'm gonna go and do this, or I'm gonna go and, you know, make fake like something. It's really not that. Like, you, a lot of these things, like, they're serious, like, and they're like people's lives, and you know, they were made for people, you know, like me, who just, the army is just not for me right now. It's just not giving me what I want. I'm not giving them what they want, you know, because I'm not your yes man right now, and that's okay. Like, that's fine. You know, if I don't want to be that, and if that's something that you need and I can't give you that, then I'm a skedaddle, which is kind of the theme of my life, haha. But anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at without going like on a big rant. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're getting out, we're moving forward, we're making better decisions, and you know, hopefully this video helps someone. Try to keep it short and sweet. I will put the regulation in the description box so that you guys can look it up on your own and figure out if you fit into anything like that. This is the video I wish I would have found when I was looking to try to get out of the army, and this is the video that I hope helps somebody else who is in my same situation, just feeling down and depressed, and just feeling like, you know, it's time to separate from what's going on. It's time to separate from the army, because the army is just not giving you either what they promised, or what you thought it was going to be, or just anything, you know. And or if you just really, if your mental health is just if it's just taking a toll on your mental health, I'll say that, because yeah, it was a lot. So anywho, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.